What's good, Tsla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and this one I want to talk about something very important that's happening in the market in the world right now. In my videos, I mentioned that as long as the situation between Israel and Iran kind of cools off, eases, the market should try to rebound. But if it were to escalate even more, this could be bearish for the stock market. A couple of hours ago, we were looking at it. The situation was not really intensifying. Things were looking like they're trying to improve because the US, Russia, and China were trying to ease and kind of incentivize each of the countries to kind of slow down. But suddenly, we have some big news that came out that's causing the market to dip as the situation is becoming even more tense. And there's something else that happens. So I'm going to talk about all of that, break down how this is affecting the market in just a couple of minutes. Let me first say that I am not a financial planner. Take nothing I say as financial advice. And don't forget about the Weeble link. The offer ends very soon. Deposit $500. You guarantee 20 free stocks. Put in $25,000 more and you're guaranteed 75 of them. Anyways, for the market, we're seeing a big sell-off. Tesla's selling off to our support at 162. SPY's at the 505 support. And if we lose 505, this could easily start sinking down to 503. And if that fails us, 500 is coming on SPY. Why are we selling off again? Well, what happened was this was basically a little bit later on, around like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we got the majority of this selling. We got this bigger sell-off that happened once we lost 510. This all happened within the last like hour and 5 minutes. Within the last hour, this is when this happened, and that's because of this news right here. So there's been a lot of attacks back and forth, basically. I'm not going to say where it initially started. Let's just say that starting from the points that Israel launched the missiles in Damascus, which led to many of Iran's commanders passing away. Not saying that's where it started or anything like this. We're just going to start from that point. Iran, in response, they basically launched a bunch of missiles and such at Israel, most of which were basically intercepted and blockaded. But in response to the attack that just happened from Iran, it was a retaliation attack from Iran, of course. Israel is now coming out. Their war cabinet is now agreeing that they want to respond to what happened, with the Iranian attacks over the weekend. So now they're making it seem like they don't want to just stay here, let it pass by. They want to attack back again. So this is becoming very, very big news. The war cabinet has decided on this. The U.S., Russia, and China are all urging both sides to slow down. It's mainly just the U.S. talking to Israel, and then like China and Russia are talking more to Iran. They're saying you guys need to slow down, stop this, ease the tensions. But now Israel is saying that they don't want to do this after the attack that they received, right? Because they did get attacked. Now they want to do that. Iran is saying that they got attacked first. I mean, guys, I'm not going to pick sides, say who's right, who's wrong. Let's just put it this way. Someone has to back down eventually. And the issue is right now, Israel does not want to back down yet. They claim that they got attacked. Now they have to defend their own selves. So, whatever you want to say, whichever side you want to take, it's completely fine. Do whatever you want to do. I just want to say this. What the market needed was for the situation to de escalate. We needed this situation to basically slow down. Want to see the situation ease for the market to bounce. But unfortunately, new news has come out, and the situation is not slowing down just yet. It's continuing to escalate, and this is becoming more and more, important. So Biden has come out again. He's urging caution as Israel's weighing in on a response to Iran, and they are threatening that they could be, launching more attacks against them. So this is leading to something that's much more serious. If Israel responds now to the retaliation attack that Iran just did, it's going to cause crude to go up. It's going to contribute to higher inflation. It's going to be pretty wild. So we'll have to see. But as of right now, Israel's war cabinet is saying they want to respond. They vote in favor of this. And that's going to be very important. So I know, guys, there are people out there who may say we should talk more about the past. Israel didn't start it or Iran didn't start it, whatever. It doesn't matter, guys. I'm not here to debate about anything. I just want to talk about what's happening in the current time, which is right now, Israel's war cabinet has made some important claims that's affecting the market in the present time. All I want to say is that I'm a pacifist. I just don't want any more bloodshed. I want peace. I don't want any more war. And that is plain and simple from any other side. All right. So the market is dipping right now. It's continuing to fall. And as this is falling right here, SPY is at this 505 support. If we lose this historically, the next level is going to be this 503 range. If we lose that, so we'll look for 500 on SPY, then 497. Our resistance is at 507, 508.5, and then 510. SPY is looking bearish. Now, it was trying to hold for the first 3 hours of the day above 510, and suddenly, as soon as this news started coming out, with Israel potentially responding to Iran's retaliation attack, this caused SPY to dip really hard. Right, we're not fortune tellers. We couldn't have predicted that this would happen like this. So it's unfortunate that this did not help the market bounce, and this is continuing to fall. And as of right now, as long as there's more retaliation, more counterattacks coming, as long as the situation doesn't ease up, the market has more risks of downside. For Tesla, we're continuing to sell off, unfortunately. There was the news about Tesla laying off more than 10% of its workforce. And now all this negative news coming out is contributing to Tesla dropping even more. We have 162 as supports. That's going to be our critical support, that range, 162.5, around that area, just about here. And if we lose that 162.5 zone, we're going to be sinking all the way down to 160. For resistance, make sure you watch 164.75 to 165. If that breaks, we could be pushing all the way up to about 167.8 and 170.5. However, Tesla's looking bearish alongside SPY. We're on a downtrend. The whole situation involving Israel and Iran is very intense. It's going to affect the markets. It's going to affect crude. It's going to affect oil. It's going to affect inflation. It's going to affect the Fed's policies. Not the best of news for the markets. So as the situation remains more and more tense, Tesla could continue to sink. Unfortunately, I know many people were hoping that there would be a bounce, and I said as long as there was not any more escalation, yes, we could have seen the market bounce. But what happened was the opposite. Instead, the situation is becoming more tense, right? We can't just predict it perfectly that, what Israel would respond and how it would actually do it. So that's why the market is continuing to sink, and there is a risk of more downside, in my opinion. I want to give you guys a warning about that. For the QQQ, it's the same thing. We're sinking quite a bit. We're barely at 431 right now. If we lose that support, we're going to be coming all the way down to about 429.94. So basically very close to 430. If we lose 431.5 around this area, we have resistance at 432 and 434 and 436. We have supports currently at 431.5, 430, and then 429. If we lose that, 427 is coming. As of right now, we're continuing to fall. So the QQQ is looking kind of weak. This news is not helping it. It's also looking a bit more bearish, being led by Nvda. Nvda was trying to rebound, tested 892 and rejected. We lost this support right here. This is the key support at 872. Our next target is currently around 865, or I'm sorry, 863, all the way down here. If we lose the 863 zone, we're going to be looking for a move all the way down to about 853. So we're looking a little bit more bearish on Nvidia. This could continue to sink, so just be very, very careful. We have the same thing going on for Aapl. Aapl was trying to rebound. We got some bearish news about the Chinese sales slowing, and this whole situation causing Aapl to dip. 172.5 is support. If we lose this, watch 171.5, and it could just continue to sink. What else is there? We have Amazon. Amazon is failing. It was trying to hold 185 and it failed. 200 EMA is losing support as well. So we're barely holding the support right here at 183. If we lose this, look for 180. 182 is going to be our next level. This is where the support was. And then that's previous resistance becoming support. We have strong support at 182. If that fails us, we're easily falling to 180. So far, Amazon's looking a bit more bearish. Watch 183, then 182, looking weaker. Same thing on Meta. We're looking bearish. We just lost 505, which is a big break. Now we're barely holding 500. If this fails at us, we're going to be looking at like 496 or so, 494. And if that fails us, a much bigger drop is coming to 485. The chart is looking bearish nonetheless on Meta. So it is what it is, guys. The VIX is breaking out. We're now at 19 on the VIX, continuing to push. We could even try to break past 20. The market's on a big downtrend. We're looking very weak because of this whole situation. So my job is just to give you guys the warning. Unfortunately, right, I don't want war. I know none of you guys want war. I'm not picking any sides. I just want to say that it is what it is, and we're just going to hope for the best. We're going to remain optimistic, and we'll see how things go. But right now, the market is continuing to fall because the situation is very tense. It's continuing to intensify, and we'll see how things go from here. Thank you for listening, guys. Stay strong. Know the market is continuing to sink, and do what you have to do. Thank you for listening, and peace out.